We are TV's only source for all the stuff that you guys care about.
Loot! On today's show, blood, guns, and hookers.
Woo!
And around the net, we will reveal the new Grand Theft Auto 4 trailer that just came out, and yes, Jack Thompson is already filing the lawsuit. Plus, in Gadget Prawn, we review a mini DV high-def camcorder that records in both 30p progressive and 24p cinema. Also perfect for secretly filming your girlfriend while having sex. I'm just saying, Vince.
In the loop, we talk exclusively with the MIT genius Jeff Ma about the new movie 21. He's a real-life car counter who made a fortune in Vegas because of how we can do it too. And then we run down the latest robot news, including the Army's new flying combat reconnaissance robot. Watch out, Osama! We got robots killing your house now. You good?
Let's get right into it. Time to run down the top 5 things on the web today.
That's right, because we love you. Going around the net.
Let's do it. Get it up there. What?
There's no
way they can see what we see. Is there no way they can see what we see? I guess not. You don't want to see it. We're starting things off today by looking at some insane Japanese television involving a bad idea and a snake.
Okay, now look, mankind has been taught since Adam and Eve that there's one simple rule in life. Don't mess with snakes. But a Japanese TV show apparently didn't get that memo, and it resulted in a lot of unnecessary pain in front of stunned onlookers.
ヘビに慣れてきたゴリはさらにスキンシップを深める。なんだよ。
じゃあ私が。本当大丈夫？
Like a manga version of Dick Tracy. I like it. A funny story the other day, my pet snake actually bit into the face of this MySpace girl, which is weird. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
That's not funny, it's just stupid.
You better watch it, or I'll sick my pet snake on you.
My bad.
Moving on. The Daily Around the Net meeting has been flooded with fakes the last few days, so at number 4 today, we have the latest Shenanigans Lab Report. Shenanigans Lab. Our first bit of fakery comes courtesy of Willie Nelson's daughter.
That's right. In this video, her gig at a high-class roadhouse bar is interrupted when drunky McStumblebum joins her on stage.
Yeah. Speaking of stage, I think this video is.
That's right. Now, exactly what you just said. I mean, think about it. She's not that big of a woman, but she's somehow able to send that jumbo fella flying. I mean, you can see that drunk's preparing himself for the jolt.
Oh,
see
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There can be only one logical conclusion here. Do you know what I think it is?
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Branded.
Now, the second bit of BS arises from an overcrowded college dorm room.
Yes, we're asked to swallow a lot in this video,
Yeah.
which, not a problem for some of us. First, this guy walks into a room while rubbing his eyes like an actor. You know what I mean? Like trying to play sleepy like a child. I'm so tired.
It's called indicating. Don't do it.
Then he misses the camera, and oh, look at that. He falls. He pile drives himself onto the bed and lands in a pile of make-believe.
Yeah, no sale. No sale, my friend. Shenanigans.
Branded! Shenanigans. Put it on the screen. The word. The smoke. The last report from the Shenanigans Lab was the most problematic. It was poured over frame by frame, much like the Zapruder phone.
That's right. Now,
here's the video.
I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of our family. Hey guys, this is Jerry. He's my new pug. He's a really good boy. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
No, that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Let's go ahead and look again at this
please.
frame by frame in super slow motion.
Yes.
Now, we wanted to call shenanigans because the guy is such a knob, especially at the beginning of the tape.
But the P stream does appear to start from the pug's little red rocket. So what I'm thinking is that the guy knew that the dog had to be walked, you know? He turned on the camera, decided to do the debaggish, hey, mom and dad. He even positioned the dog, arcing its back for maximum mouthage. And you can't see where his fingers are. And I'm not saying he's coaxing the dog to pee. I'm just saying a little pug prostate might be getting a little poke.
Yeah, something.
A little pug
like
state.
that. A little bit.
Look, it happens.
Does that work if you poke the prostate at peas?
We have lab coats on. That was designer.
It works. All right. Now look, you guys. Of course, it's we're people. It's opinions, and you might disagree with our conclusions about these blogs.
Right, but you would be wrong. We're professionals. We're like Snopes, except we just guess. All right. We work hard at the lab to uncover all things. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Lab. That just happened.
Okay, you guys, you cannot make up today's number 3. It comes from YouTube user DiscoSean21, who usually posts videos about the Lakers, but his clips have absolutely nothing to do with sports and everything to do with complete lunacy.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here's Black Borat.
Hello, I am the Black Borat. Kick that funky beat, DJ. Okay. Yeah! What's up? It's the Black Borat. Woo! Feeling good, baby. Hit me! Can you dig it?
Do you want to call it shenanigans on that?
The thing is, as a female, it's nice to see a large junk, but the way it was jiggling was so uncomfortable. I mean, it's just, it's there, and it just,
Right.
I don't find that appealing at all.
Rattles like a bead in a can.
Yeah. And you don't want to open it,
No, yes, you just leave that thing packaged.
So yeah, I would say good job, but more like
Weird job, I think.
yeah.
Good job, Disco.
Okay, the runner-up today is from the Lone Star State, where apparently the Texas A&M Aggies, you guys know them, Texas A&M, they're cheerleading, they take it very seriously, and one Reagan Thompson is going all out, trying to get elected the junior yell leader at athletic events.
In fact, this guy has made an inspiring video demonstrating the hand signals used to fire up the crowd, and if this doesn't fire you up, you are dead inside. There. Aggie spirit. Tradition. 12th man. Leadership.
In my opinion, wow, amazing. In fact, Reagan has his own website too.
It gets better.
Reloadwithreagan.com, his official campaign website, is loaded with even more spirits and childhood pictures of Reagan wearing Aggies gear. Now, here's some fun fact Texas A&A trivia. A&M, there are no female cheerleaders, but you've probably already figured that out.
Yeah. It's pretty close. This video raises many questions. Who's running against Reagan, and is that person also out of his mind in slow motion?
Good and funny question.
That's what I mean, those are the kind I ask. Voting is ending this afternoon, and if the results are entertaining in any way, we'll bring them to you on tomorrow's show. You know, your body processes that like a food and not like
It
a liquid.
does.
If you're thirsty, that is not the
That's the
juice
thing
to
is,
drink.
If you're dehydrated, you reach for apple juice, you're not going to get hydrated because your body's like, ooh, that's food.
Right.
You'll still be thirsty.
Still gonna be thirsty.
Still
So
be
just keep
thirsty.
that in mind. Keep that in mind,
Still
America.
be thirsty.
You got
Still
it.
be thirsty.
Now, to cleanse the palate of Reagan Thompson, we're sending in the hookers. Let's bring them in.
Bring it. We don't have hookers.
We don't actually have hookers.
No, they're all doing Spitzer.
All right, well, at number 1 today is Rockstar's new GTA 4 trailer.
Charlie Sheen, what do you need? What do you want?
No, it doesn't. It's Grand Theft Auto 4 trailer. Just released.
We got real problems.
Anyway,
This is my time.
young stuff alive. We are the reason why. Anyway, young stuff alive.
After our show, X-Players got the entire GTA 4 trailer uncut. Uncut.
Uncensored,
Skip
uncut.
the mitzvah. To get your daily viral fix and sign up for the Around the Net podcast, guess what you do? You go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet. That's where you go.
Right.
But hey, remember this. Tell them what to remember, Olivia.
All right, don't forget, tonight you catch 10 o'clock show featuring our new, can we get a single on this? ATN After Hours segment.
That wasn't ticker safe. That wasn't ticker
With
safe.
this video, today we're showing
It doesn't fit on a single.
Oh, sexy Sports Illustrated Swimsuit model and Victoria's Secret Angel, Marissa Miller. Can we get to the beat? Because I can only do this so much.
If the View wasn't casting, they are now. Classy McMunn.
I can only do
Well
so
done.
much. I can't. We should stop promoting it every day.
Right now, it's what? Are you kidding me?
Can't come up with it.
Best promo ever. Right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Joel Gordine
Hey,
and the
Joel.
feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, Comcast and BitTorrent have decided to be friends. Plus, there are rumblings in the rumor mill that say the iPhone could have some big changes soon. And a really cool hack turns out to not be a hack at all. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
I love you for your mind.
No response to my Joel.
No.
Nothing. All right, still ahead in the loop. We go one-on-one with real-life MIT super genius Jeff Moore, the co-founder that the movie 21 is based on.
Plus, we're turning the airwaves over to you when we dial up our virtual audience to talk about the PlayStation Network getting hacked and YouTube making it easy to find out who's watching your videos.
All right, and then in Guest One, we're reviewing Canon's new Mini DV high-def camcorder. Stay tuned, everybody.
Make it clap like the audience. Go ahead.
Wow, man, it's 420 on G4. They're rolling dank nugs of awesomeness all day. First up, it's the Stoner Classic Half-Baked. Then it's Attack of the Show from Jamaica Mon and a new Code Monkey special.
420, dude.
That's Half-Baked, AOTS from Jamaica, Code Monkeys, and a bunch of other gnarly stuff. All starting April 20th at 1 on G4. How many other networks would do this? 0 many. That's how many, man.
Here are the day's top stories.
Joel Gordine got the only news you need to know? I don't get what.
Here we go. Comcast and BitTorrent announced this morning they are putting aside their differences and officially working together to make their technologies more compatible. In the past weeks, Comcast, which is G4's parent company, has been accused of purposely targeting BitTorrent users by slowing down their peer-to-peer traffic. Comcast says that by the end of the year, they will be able to manage peak traffic on their network by slowing down users based on the amount of bandwidth they use and not the protocol they choose. Anyone who's spent time on YouTube eventually asks the same question: who's watching this? Beginning today, you can find out using YouTube Insight. It's a free tool that enables anyone with a YouTube account to see detailed statistics about the videos they've uploaded. You can see how often videos are viewed by geographic region and how long it takes a video to become popular. YouTube says they'll be rolling out new traffic facts soon, including statistics showing how people found your video in the first place. iPhone users love their phones, but agree that the only thing it lacks is 3G capability. But rumors are flying that not only has Apple placed an order for 10 million second-generation iPhones, they are also saying the new phones will finally have 3G. Even AT&T has hinted there will be a speedier iPhone later this year, which makes us wonder if Apple will release it in the springtime or wait until the holiday season to drop it on the public. Meanwhile, Nokia Siemens Network have doubled the speed of Edge and say they'll make it even faster by this fall, and that should hold over iPhone users until they can make the upgrade. Facebook users beware. There's a new phishing scam lurking on the social networking site. The scam appears on your wall as a message from a friend saying they got a new Facebook account, and they will ask you to add their new profile. The post contains a link that leads to a fake Facebook page, asks you to put in your profile information, then hijacks your account to send the same message to your friend list. Right now, it's not apparent what the scammers are planning on doing with all the hijacked accounts, unless maybe they really want to win at knighthood. And finally, a digital billboard in Los Angeles that is owned by Clear Channel appeared to have been hacked over the weekend, much to the delight and glee of everyone who is anti-establishment. The billboard, which shows advertisements for radio stations, suddenly got glitchy and flashed pictures of skulls on cell phones. It turns out there was no hacking involved. It was a promotion for a digital artist called, yeah, Skull Phone. They paid Clear Channel for a one-day broadcast on the LA billboards, and that's disappointing because it was a lot cooler when it was a hack. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Keep your iPod fed with all the news you need to know by downloading our daily feed podcast, one of iTunes' best podcasts of 2007. Get it now at g4tv.com/podcast. I'm Joel Gordine, and you've just been fed.
Thanks, Joel. Now, everybody, grab your stick cams.
Oh, stick cams. Okay, let's crank up another virtual audience. See what's on your mind. All right, let's do it. It was just announced that the PlayStation Store was hacked, and many users' professional info was actually up for grabs. Anthony, are you there?
Yeah.
All right, good. Glad you're psyched. Does it make you nervous that like your personal info, like name or your address, or even your own Sony funds that you paid for, that they might have been vulnerable online?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, I can tell. Well, the next time you get this screaming mad, throw a chair through a window or set an infant on fire. It's the only way to channel that much rage.
Maybe he's just very zen. Maybe he's had some pie and he's enjoying life right now.
I
maybe
understand. Little apple pan.
Maybe he's answered your question, and don't ask more from him.
Anthony, do you have a PlayStation 3? Are you on the Sony network at all, or do you have friends that are on it?
I got an Xbox.
Got an Xbox. So that's why he's just unconcerned at best.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Sony has released a statement saying that no one's credit card information was at risk since their accounts don't list all the numbers. But I got to ask you, unfortunately, one more question. Has this made you think twice about leaving your credit information online?
Yeah, but I don't put any credit cards on at all, to be sure.
All right. I think that answers that, Anthony. One down. Let's chew on through. Woo!
In the feed.
Can we put some rock and roll music behind this or something?
Okay,
like,
all right,
how about some 80s techno?
Earlier in the feed, we talked to you guys about the new stat tracking feature on YouTube. I'm gonna try out Troy.
Troy.
Hello.
Yeah, Troy. There we go. What's up, Troy?
I love you.
Hey, Troy, real quick, can I
It's
see?
like finding water on Mars.
Troy.
Oh,
Let's get a picture of Troy up. Troy, give me a little ATN.
Olivia, marry me, please. Just do it.
Okay.
Okay,
Hey,
later.
wait, only if you do some ATN after hours poses.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it now.
Yeah. Oh, that was straight Vogue.
That is hot.
Wow.
All right. That's not bad.
All right, well, we're going to ask you a question. Are you excited about the ability to see who is watching your videos now?
I mean, I'm not excited about it. I mean, I feel as though, like, YouTube is broad enough to the point where the user has enough variety to entertain themselves however they please, you know? So the fact remains that as long as someone with Cro-Magnon mentality can post something on YouTube, who, what, when, where, why, or how their material is being viewed is not going to faze them at all, so.
Snap!
Yeah, but I mean, Troy, isn't there like the slightest bit of concern that like the booty dancers in their dorm rooms, they might not want to like actually drop it like it is in fact hot if they see that all these creepy guys are watching the videos?
That's true.
I don't know, maybe, but all I know is that as long as I can watch videos of people defile themselves in unmentionable ways, I will always be on YouTube.
And that is why we love you, Troy.
Yes,
Thank you, sir. Now
that's our demo.
that is a virtual audience
That's
member.
our demo.
Finally, the bar has been raised, folks. What was once believed to be a billboard hack by the graffiti artist Skull Phone has actually turned out to be a paid advertisement. Brett, are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How does viral marketing make you feel about the company that duped you?
I'm if and ands with like the skull phone stuff. Yeah, the skull, it sounds pretty cool, but I mean stuff like the Cloverfield monsters coming out everywhere. I don't know if I want that to be real or not.
Well,
But,
okay,
like,
have no fear. The Cloverfield monster is in fact CG. That's fine. But when you think you see a product or a service and then you find out it's a fake viral, do you get mad about that product or service?
Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not, like with the whole Joker Dark Knight thing.
Okay, you never speak badly of Joker in The Dark Knight.
Why so serious?
Hey, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy. Get out of that tunnel. It's really scratchy in my ear. All right, thanks for joining us today, everybody, especially that #1 guy.
We really do love the virtual audience. Like, seriously, it's just, you know.
It is fun.
We really do love it. I'm not kidding.
Keep.
I'm being sincere. And for keeping it clean, we appreciate it, guys.
All right, guys, this Friday, 21, the true story of card-counting whiz kids from MIT hits the big screen.
Allison Hayslip spoke to one of the brainiacs behind the heist and the stars of the film about cheating Las Vegas out of millions.
So is this some kind of a math club? You ever studied blackjack?
Based on a true story, 21 follows Ben Campbell, a brilliant MIT student who teams up with his classmates to do the unimaginable.
Are you talking about counting cards?
What can you tell me about your character?
You know, he's just he's an MIT student who's, you know, a very regular kind of student who's just very mathematically kind of gifted. Goes to Vegas with this card counting system, this operation thing with all these other students, and they basically take the casinos for millions.
Sturgis's character is based on Jeff Ma, the real MIT student who broke the bank in Vegas years ago. You are like the real deal for this whole thing. What can you tell me about card counting?
Blackjack's the only game in the casino with a memory, meaning what you see impacts what you're going to see. So all you're doing when you're card counting, people think you're counting every single card. You're not. You're actually just tracking the amount of low cards you've seen versus the amount of high cards you've seen. When there's a lot of high cards left, it's in your favor, so you bet more. It's that simple.
The party comes to an abrupt end when Cole Williams, played by Lawrence Fishburne, comes in to protect the casino.
Terry, rewind the tape. I want to see if she signals him to come to the table.
I'm the guy that the casinos hire to ensure that they don't lose money to people who can count cards. I'm kind of on the down low.
Show me a computer that can do that.
When we got here, we went into a sort of boot camp, blackjack training session with some of the best players, teaching us how to play. Learning how to play basic strategy is really the best thing you can do.
It's a game with memory. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
Playing a card-counting prodigy didn't come easy for Sturgis.
I can't card count at all. I mean, no way. I mean, I couldn't get even close. I've never been to Vegas. I've never been inside a casino.
You've never been to Vegas?
I mean, all the stuff in the film when I'm walking around just like that.
He's baffled.
It's pretty much how it was like.
So if you've got a gambling bug, or you just want to be amazed at what a bunch of 20-somethings got away with in Sin City, get to a theater and see 21.
21 hits theaters tomorrow, and coming up, we will talk to the man the film was based on, Jeff Ma, in the loop. Plus, XPlay's got an exclusive sneak peek of the movie tonight right after our show, so stay tuned. Still ahead, everybody. In the loop, we go one-on-one, like I said, with MIT super genius, Mr. Jeff Ma.
And later in Gadgetron, we review the new Canon HV30, an awesome $900 high-def camcorder that fits in the palm of your hand. The Feed is brought to you by ITT, providing you a place to prepare for your digital future. For details about ITT Technical Institute, go to itt-tech.edu.
Do you want to own a...
You know, with all this EA crap going on right now, they're trying to, you know, consume Take-Two and probably try to take over the world eventually. Do you guys trust them with new IPs?
Well, I mean, it does seem like at the moment EA is more focused on buying up other companies and really making quality games.
Well, they're making games. Yeah, the review scores tend to hover around 70%, give or take. But I mean, they do have some good titles. There's always worry that EA is going to buy up everybody. There won't be indie development. I think that concern's way overblown. Like, if you look what happens with movies, there's a few big studios, but there's always an indie movie scene.
Well, we had the guy on the other day that was making tons of money with,
off Steam. So, I mean, granted, it's not exactly the Take-Two thing, but when was the last amazing game that Take-Two made, really? I mean, Grand Theft Auto 4 looks awesome. I'm sure it's going to be a great game, but with that said, you know, it might not be a bad thing. Their stock price is low enough to where EA could probably gobble them up.
Don't be too scared. Well, you guys, for asking that question, you and anyone who gets their video mail on the air today will receive a copy of the game Dark Sector. There it is. It's in stores now, but you're getting it for the bargain price of $49.99. Once we send it to you, please send us a check back.
It's free. Come on, Olivia. You know that.
My bad.
We've got more copies to give away, so keep those viewer mails coming, everybody.
Right. Now, you guys, the only thing that will survive after humanity.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Now, we've been talking about 21, and right now we're actually joined by Vegas's public enemy #1 to tell us how he used his head to knock over the casinos. All right, my guest tonight, live from San Francisco, the central figure himself, the MIT student featured in the book Bringing Down the House and the movie 21, Jeff Ma joins us again. Jeff, welcome back to the show. How are you, sir?
Thanks for having me on.
Pleasure to have you back. I was like, I don't know, 17, 18 years ago that we first chatted, and look where we are now. I mean, between the film and the book, how close are we to telling the story that actually happened to you? I mean, is it pretty accurate?
Well, I mean, I think that the book is pretty accurate, but I mean, anytime that you take 7 years of someone's life and you try to condense it into 300 pages and then take that 300 pages and condense it into a 2-hour movie, you're going to take some artistic license with it, and they have. I mean, it's Hollywooded up a little bit. A lot of the core things that we did are sort of right on point. But the actual storyline has changed quite a bit.
So because of that, do you not feel like you're watching your life story? You're watching just another version of your story in the film?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it definitely, there are a lot of moments in the movie that resonate. You know, I watched it with some of the guys I did it with, and they were like, oh my God, that's eerie. That's just like how it happened. But the storyline, I mean, like Jim's character, Jim Sturgis, who plays the Ben Campbell character, who's based on me loosely, his father is dead, and when I went to go see it with my father, he was sad to know that he had died.
He's like, wait a minute, hold on a second.
I'm still alive.
Were there key moments that were left out of the film? I mean, other than your father's apparent reanimation?
You know, I think that there were some moments. Yeah, I mean, there were definitely things that were left out. I mean, you have to leave them out. I mean, they focused the movie entirely on our trips to Vegas, but we definitely had a lot of fun and made a lot of money outside of Vegas in places like Chicago and Louisiana and even Atlantic City. But this movie is focused on Vegas, which is, you know, makes a lot of sense. I mean, you only have 2 hours. You don't want to be going all over the world.
Sure. So, you know, the pit stop at the Chuck E. Cheese. I know the ball pit was really fun for you guys, but you didn't exactly scam anybody or use the mathematics there.
I don't know. We got some free coupons there that we were able to use for some really cool stickers.
Yeah, you got the cool pocket knife comb. I love those things. What do you have, you know, okay, Chuck E. Cheese aside, is there a favorite memory from the days of being on the MIT blackjack team?
You know, I think probably one of the most fun sort of moments that stands out in my mind was we had actually won, and this isn't in the movie, so I'm not giving anything away. We'd won about $450,000 one weekend. It was probably our biggest weekend ever. At the end of the weekend, me and my buddy Wes were actually at the Mirage pool just kind of hanging out. We had all our money that we'd brought out there and all the money we'd won sitting in a duffel bag underneath the lawn chair. And I said, hey, you think we can go jump in the pool and just leave this bag here? And he says, well, how much is in there total? And I said, well, including everything we won, everything we brought out here, it's about $980,000. And he looks at me and he says, oh, I don't see why not. It's not like it's $1 million.
So did you actually hop in and just leave the bag there?
No, we didn't do that.
You totally should have.
Yeah, right. We should have come back and not found the duffel bag there. That would have been smart.
You could go and, you know, play a local game with the boys and win it right back, right? You know, people say card counting, right? And they say, oh, that's how they did it. They counted cards, and it sounds like this little thing that's just easy to do. Anybody can do it. And I'm wondering, in 21, do they actually convey the methods of card counting? Do they get in depth and show what a difficult process it actually is?
You know, I think they do a really good job kind of explaining it on a high level. I mean, I think it's one of those things that, you know, if you explained it too much, most of the people in that movie theater would end up getting a dull pain and falling asleep.
Right.
So they do it enough so that you understand what's going on. And I think some people, when they watch it, won't completely understand how they do it. What they'll understand is that it allows them to win a lot of money.
Right, and it also makes Kevin Spacey very angry at times, right?
What, counting cards?
Counting cards, yeah.
Well, I think there's a lot of things that make him angry, and in this movie, you know, he's kind of the villain, but he plays a great role. He kind of takes it to a new level. I think he was amazing in the movie.
Yeah. To what extent do you think, I mean, because we talk about card counting as if it's a lost art, as if people can't do it these days, yet do you think it still exists in some form in casinos? Are people still actively counting cards?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as long as blackjack is a beatable game, which it is, there'll be people trying to beat it. You know, you can go into a casino right now and sit down in a shoe, and as long as you don't bet too much, you'll be able to count cards for a while.
Can you sit down at a table, or can you get anywhere near a casino?
No, not so much. I'm not allowed to be anywhere near a table typically, especially if they know who I am in that casino. During the filming of the movie, actually, Kate Bosworth tried to get me to go play blackjack with her, and when we went up to the table, I sat down, and the guy said, "What are you doing, Jeff?" And I said, "Well, I just want to play blackjack. Kate Bosworth's here. We're going to play together." And he said, "Hold on, let me check." And he comes back, and he goes, "Hey, not only are you not allowed to be at the table, but you're not allowed to be anywhere near it if your friend Kate's here."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, did you try to explain, hey, I'm not going to use my voodoo magic trickery on you today?
I'm not going to use my powers against you. No, I mean, I don't think that matters to them. I mean, I think that they're just very wary of having me at the table.
I love that pit bosses cower in fear when you walk through. Like, that's such a change in dynamic. Normally, they're hassling me about my ID and the watered-down drinks as well. But the fact that they don't want you anywhere near them is amazing.
Yeah.
Quickly, any tips for the viewers at home or for someone like me who would want to count cards? Maybe learn it just as a skill?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing you would need to learn is basic strategy, which is what to do in every situation. There's a real simple chart.
Always hit on 17?
Always hit on 17, is that what you said?
That's what I've been doing, yeah.
Yeah, that might explain your problem. That might explain why the pit bosses welcome you in and have to
exactly.
your ID.
I get a welcoming committee. You get the boot. Well, Jeff, thank you so much. You're always welcome here. We appreciate you stopping by and keeping us in the loop.
Thanks.
Remember to stay tuned after our show, folks. X-Play's got an exclusive sneak peek of 21, which, of course, is in theaters tomorrow. Now, here's a lady that knows when to walk away and, of course, when to run.
I fold. But Kevin, I'm pissed. He's about to tell us it's a simple chart, and you didn't let him tell us. Very annoying. But this show ain't done until a fatty sings, and I've been losing weight for Jamaica, so that's not me. More on the show, you guys. Today's Gadgetpon is a $900 Canon Mini DV high-def camcorder that records 24-piece cinema mode, and then a bit of humorless animation sends the show off the rails. It's today's epic fail.
If you dig this, thank you.
Toxic electronic junk. Now the fun is over. It's time for epic fail.
Say it one more time.
Are we taking scans? Time for epic fail. Time for epic fail.
Okay, good. We've been having a blast failing people for a while now, but today we saw a video with a single stale joke referencing the 20-year-old Tom Hanks movie Big. It is, in fact, today's...
Watch where you're going, turd brain. I wish I was bigger. All right.
Wow, that video, what it does is it asks you to watch several minutes for the most obvious big joke that could have been made.
We are actually asking our parent company, Comcast, to disconnect the makers from the net, so something like this never happens again. We're sorry. All right, coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show, we'll review the Alienware Hanger Media Server. It's got 4 terabytes of storage for all your high-def files, and that's in Gadgetpon.
And we'll go one-on-one in a loop with a gossip columnist extraordinaire and the man I go to my news for, Mr. Perez Hilton.
Your news, I love it.
Yes.
Breaking events.
Google alert.
And next week, Chris Gore will be here to review the latest DVD releases, including the Tim Burton and Johnny Depp musical, Sweeney Todd.
Go to key4tv.com/AHS for everything you saw today and more. Remember,
right now, X-Play has an exclusive sneak peek of 21. Don't forget that. Good night.